Yep. Hey guys, we're here. This is the Martin Custom Shop room. Jeremy's got his phone live. Anyway, glad to be in here. We've been talking about custom guitars. We did tours. I'm going to have to show you the incredible guitar that I built. Did you know I built a guitar yesterday in the facility?
Wow, great.
Yeah,
can I buy it?
Yeah, oh, wait till you see it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna want to see this. That's my guitar.
excellent.
All the things that I built on your floor.
Wow.
When you see, you got to see this neck profile. This is. We've discussed this should be the next. You got to feel that. That's an incredible neck profile that I created.
Wow, incredibly smooth and comfortable. Excellent.
Everybody laughed at me.
Well, it's good. Now you know.
It was a
now
lot of
you
fun.
know what's involved.
I got
Exactly.
to work on various different aspects on the floor yesterday, and it was awesome. Your team
Excellent.
was really cool and let me destroy things that I shouldn't have destroyed. But it's fun. So we've been doing that
great.
today. We've been picking out woods. We've been building guitars, and I've got Thomas here. This is the CEO of Martin Guitars. He was awesome. We went out to dinner last night. It was
had a good
so
time.
incredible talking about different aspects of the business and guitars and all that. And he's like, hey, I would be willing to be on there. And I'm like, I would be willing to let you be on our
Okay.
live feed.
Well, thanks for having me in our Martin facilities. And welcome.
You're welcome, I think, or something of that nature. Yeah. Anyway, Jason's watching the feed. Jeremy's watching the feed. If you guys have any questions, anything that's going on, we're going to show you some of the guitars that we're going to be building. We'll show you some guitars that are already built here in the custom shop. But first, since we got you in here, we're going to talk about your guitar, the CEO 11, which we had a great video on.
Wonderful.
And I've been told you have an awesome story on this, and also told that if you didn't have it, you better make one up. So
That's great. Well, let me make one up. No. So this is actually my second CEO guitar that I designed. The first one was number 10.
number 10.
Number 10, and number 10 was a pretty traditional Martin guitar, had a lot of vintage features incorporated. But for this one, number 11, I wanted to do something totally different. Right. Number one, I love to work with colors, and I wanted to pick a color, and not just pick a color, but find a color that personally spoke to me, and experimented a lot with the team, and we came up with this burst blue, which we call New Horizons blue. It's actually a finish we've never used before, brand new for this guitar.
It's gorgeous, by the way. I love the color.
Thank you. And the other thing that I think I landed on fairly quickly was I love M-style bodies, right? So quadruple O. Actually, my first Martin guitar was an MC68, which
Really?
is an M-style guitar. And I always loved that size and the style. And so blue and M, that was something I knew. And then in terms of the wood, I wanted to also do something a little bit less traditional, right? And talked to our design team, and we came up with German white oak, which...
Why German?
Well, that's good question. I don't know, but you may notice a slight accent there somewhere.
I thought it was some sort of Australian accent.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was the icing on the cake. But, so white oak or oak, we don't really use that often. But the nice thing is ultimately it's a readily available tone wood. It's sustainable tone wood. And so we thought that would be cool, and it looks amazing. But the question was, would it also sound great? Because we wanted definitely a guitar that sounds great.
Yes.
And so, we experimented. And when I first tried out this guitar, I really thought, wow, this sounds a little bit different to the traditional Martin sound. It sounds Martin, but a little bit different. And I have to say, I absolutely love the sound. And I do think it's ultimately the style, the size of the body, plus the combination of these woods create this particular sound. It has, you did an amazing
thank
video.
you.
Thank you very much.
I wasn't going to say that it was nice. Went to dinner last night and he's like, I watched your video on this guitar. And I was like, you did? Why? But that said, if you guys did see our video on it, it was a guitar that totally blew me away. Because you have your ideas of what you think it's going to be. Right. And that's why I loved it. Was I played it and I was like, all right, this is cool. It looks great. It's going to be a unique character. But then I was like, I can see so many aspects of guitar playing that are only going to come out of this guitar. There is a tone quality that just totally surprised me. I did not expect it, and I ended up falling in love with it.
It has clarity, which most of our guitars have clarity, but it warmth, and I think it has a very interesting low end.
Yes.
Right to the sound, and lots of interesting overtones. So I do think it's something a little bit unique. And then for the neck, we use flame maple. So it's just the combination, I think, of the woods, the aesthetics make this a guitar that probably stands out a little bit. If you want to make a statement, if you like colors, this is great color.
The thing about it is you're saying it's a statement, but it's also subtle. Like a lot of people when they've done blues and that, it's like this hits you in the face kind of deal. But this is a very warm and inviting blue, in my opinion.
Exactly. And then the other piece that kind of is part of the story, maybe that's what my team thought, that's what I'm going to talk about mainly, but it's just part of it was, given that it was number 11, CEO 11, the question was, is there anything particular about the number 11? And so I did some research and I found that in numerology, there's this concept of master numbers. And master numbers come with certain powers and associations. And it so happens that number 11 in numerology is a master number, and it stands for intuition, inspiration, and enlightenment. So I thought whoever picks up this guitar will truly become enlightened and inspired.
I love it.
And I love that. And so just to reinforce this idea more, that this is about inspiration, creativity, enlightenment, we added this symbol, which is actually the Buddhist symbol for the path to enlightenment. And you literally can follow this from the beginning and ultimately end up with enlightenment. And enlightenment, obviously, it points to Martin guitars. So that tells you all you need to know.
All you need to know.
Exactly. So, and then
genius move.
we have this symbol up there, and then we also just paid a lot of attention to the rest of the inlays for the fingerboard, the rosette, that it flows well. And I do think these rosettes, for example, the rosette inlay, just the whole guitar sounds amazing, and I certainly love it. For your wonderful review. And this is limited to, believe it or not, because it's CO11, it's limited to 1,111 units.
To 11.
Yes. And the nice thing is you never know how the response will be, right, from Martin players, but so far the response has been actually really good. And we are definitely tracking ahead of where we thought we would be at this point after announcement.
I'm waiting for our next ones. We have 2 of them pre-sold. The first one that we took the review was sold before we did the review. As soon as it came in, I did an unboxing of it, and that customer immediately did it. And then I had 4 calls within the next 2 days of people that were ready to put their money. 2 of them did put their money on it. So if you got any guys know anybody to push some buttons and get those out the door to us, that'd be great. I try. I use this format right here to get my way, by the way.
I would definitely recommend to people to at least find one that you can check out in person.
Yeah.
I think the colors come out much better, right, if you actually see it in person. And the sound, I mean, you need to try it, and the comfort of how it feels in your hands. It's best done in person. And
I agree. Before Jeremy's got a comment real quick, but before you say that, the thing that always with bursts, anytime you guys see them on camera, they always look different than what they really look like in color or in real life. And this is, like I said, a very subtle graduation. It's not this crazy 2 separate color rings or that sometimes photos kind of show it to be.
Correct.
It is very graduated and looks very, very cool.
It comes with Aura electronics, Fishman Aura electronics. So it's also good for live performance and for recording.
I agree.
So we have a few questions. I know they were answered in the video we did, but they want to know what the size is, and so that was asked by Clint, and then Michelle would like to know what the back and sides are.
Okay, so he did cover those. One, it's an M body, which is a quadruple O, except thinner, not as much depth.
Exactly.
From the front to back, and then it's white oak back and sides, but it's 3-piece in the back too, which
It's
is
a
really cool.
3-piece, exactly.
Which is compressed.
Does that cover it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
so
then
that covers all
also,
those.
she wants to know what Jingle Bell sounds like.
We'll pass on the jingle bells. We'll wait till Thomas is in here to be embarrassed.
Jingle bells?
Jingle bells?
Every live stream, every Wednesday.
Is it him? All right, all right. Can you mind if I borrow this for 2
Sure.
seconds?
You
It's
go.
racing now, so.
Okay.
Be careful, it's not standard. Yeah.
For those of you who didn't think I would do a J run in front of him, I did it.
Excellent.
Does anyone want to bet me that he ends with a J?
By the way, that's become my thing. I have created the J run. Everybody does
Got
the
it.
G run. That was the J
The
run at
J
the very
run.
end. I expect you'll be working on that and be playing that in your regular.
I'll try it out.
We got somebody sent us license plates that say J Run Forever.
Oh, is that right?
Just pretty classy.
That's
anyway,
fun.
it's pretty fun. Anyway, it is so awesome to have you take time out of your day, and dinner last night was incredible. You're doing a great job with this company. The CEO 11 is a great guitar, but everything, this whole experience for us. For those of you who don't know, they invited us to up here. We've been talking about the production of guitars, also custom shop guitars. We're going to talk more about those. But they've treated us amazing. It has been a wonderful time the whole time we've been here. And everybody has made themselves available to us. We saw Chris today, came in, made time with us.
Excellent.
The whole entire leadership team's been just amazing. So I appreciate you and what you're doing here.
Thank you
Martin,
very much.
thank you for letting us become dealers. Like I said last
thank
night,
you.
we're
Exactly.
new, but we love it. And this has been a whole bunch of fun. So.
Absolutely, and it's all, ultimately it's a team effort, team sport, and we love to work together with our partners. So thank you for the partnership.
Absolutely.
And more, right?
Let's
do more.
More. I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you very much.
so much for taking some
Absolutely.
time. They're
Yep.
going to steal the mic back from you.
Sounds good.
So,
Yeah. All right.
all right, so that was a whole bunch of fun. Thank you so much. Well, he said nice playing. You too. We'll catch you later. So we got, as you guys see, bunch of.
comments here.
Hit me with the comments. I'm ready
Well,
for
these
it.
are really dumb ones, but it's fun. Jamie says he's the CEO of Handsome, which I don't believe.
That's true. There you go.
Chex wanted to know what your favorite guitar in here is. So.
In here, there's been a few. We've gotten through a couple. I want to show you some of the stuff that we've reserved. These are already pre-built custom shop guitars that we've kind of put our names on. And then again, if you guys see anything in here that you want to get more information on, I'm down with that too. Let's talk about those. But this is one that I fell in love with, and there's a few certain characteristics to these that looks gorgeous. By the way, this is a Guatemalan rosewood backsides. For some reason, that always hits me wrong and I forget. But it's a gorgeous set. Sapwood in the back.
Like sapwood on the side.
What was the top on this? Does anybody remember? Carpathian spruce. As you see, we have this, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. It is an outlined snowflake inlay. It is gorgeous. Can you see that on the camera, you think? The thin outline. I love this. Focus. All right. This is gorgeous. A fantastic OM. And again, we put our name on this. This one should be making its way into the acoustic shop soon. So that's a custom shop piece, Tex, that you'll get a kick out of. Here's one I think a bunch of people are going to get a kick out of. This is a deep body double O, single O or double O? Single O. They're all fixing all the stuff that I don't remember that was in here. By the way, this one's a fun one. Mitchell, who was also in here yesterday, thought he had laid claim to this guitar and thought it was his, and ends up it's not. He's mad at me. At dinner last night, we said we're going to take it home. So now he's mad because he says it's going to cost him more money because he has to get another one built. But really, really cool. The style 30 inlay. 30 style. I said style 30, but yes, 30 style rope inlay. Really, really cool. Deep body, all mahogany. The burst is great on this. It's a really nice custom shop piece. So another one that we're looking at.
Texas, any deep body triple O guitars?
Are there any in here right now? Not on the wall right now. Not right now. We'll have to talk about that. Another really cool one. This one's a surprise for me. I wasn't sure I was gonna love it, and then we started playing it, and I ended up loving it a lot.
It sounds incredible.
This guitar sounds incredible. This is so beautiful. It's a maple back and sides. What are we calling this burst again? A toasted burst.
Like a marshmallow.
Yeah, like a marshmallow. This one was perfectly
He holds it over the
toasted.
campfire very gently. I bet he makes a heck of a s'more.
Yeah, that's the best s'more. This is no burnt on this at all. By the way, I just did that the other night. Like my kids wanted to do a fire. We put out the
Yeah,
fire
we did
pit,
some the other night,
and I burnt half of the marshmallows.
My kids just like to scorch them. So.
I have one kid that loves them
Elle
that way.
says a latte. She likes it.
Yeah,
latte
I see
burst.
this. You will love this guitar, but it looks great. We have the liquid metal pins in here. Added more power to it. It's got seriously. I'm gonna just hit this with a strum. You got to hear this guitar. It not only looks gorgeous, and I'm one of those guys that's like gorgeous guitars don't usually inspire me to want to play them all that much. They're just pretty to look at. But then we started playing it, and it's like this thing sounds. It's better when it's in tune.
Herb, yes, that is what we're doing right now is creating custom Martins. As soon as we get through these guitars, there's a few cool sets John picked out. We're going to show off a little bit.
What a cool, great sounding guitar. So
I asked earlier if you could play this Sunburst that's standing behind you.
no,
We have a
yes.
question. We have a question. Odd. I don't know if this is leading or not, but Del Noah says, "Does the price of a custom shop Martin change based on which dealer you purchase it through?"
Should not, right? We should be seeing the same prices no matter what.
It just
But-
depends on that custom model because they're
But
all
here's
different.
the deal. They're only good if they come from the acoustic shop.
Yeah, there's really no other option.
That's ends up they work harder on the guitars when they're
Guitar
not true.
Guitar Xana. I don't know why I can't say it. Guitar Xana says, "Please do some with that toasted burst." And guess what? We're going to.
well, sort of. We kind of maybe backed out of it. We're trying to decide. I got a guitar that we're thinking about, but we're not sure if it's going to go right. So
Clint, are you talking about this current guitar John's holding?
now this
Price
one's in
and
an
model.
amber tone burst or amber tone. Yep.
What is the model and price on that one?
So this, do we have a price that we would want to share on this in case somebody's wanting to go? This is back in size. Is this the? Remind me. Mowabi. They're making stuff up over there at this table right now. They don't even. Yes,
Wakanda-
of course it's a Mwabi.
Wakanda
everybody.
forever.
Wakanda forever.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, sure it is. No, it's gorgeous. So this one is a 00, correct? 12 fret or 14 fret. It is 00. What? L. Slope shoulder. Absolutely. 5,100 street price on this. Has the cool. These are those golden age tuners that we were just talking about, correct?
That's right.
Yeah. So we're working on another car. I'm going to show you some other things that we're working on here in the room. But really cool guitar. Again, we could make this. This was not
Hello,
on
John
our list
Lostrom.
right now, but if this is something you're excited about, give us a call and send a message, and we'll figure out a way to make that work its way back home
L's
too.
asking any 12 frets?
12 frets. See, I told you this. I've got somebody in here that's there's a 12 fret right here. I've got this slot head. This is a 00.
Tex says
12 fret?
he's afraid this live stream may be
Yeah.
expensive for his wallet. I'm not scared at all.
Is this Koa? Yes. That's what I'm looking at? Yeah. Koa back inside, 12 fret. This one's also super, super nice. So a true 12 fret 00.
If there's any of these you guys that want us to take home, John's already made a few picks, but if there's anything, let us know. We should bring it home,
Yeah, sorry.
and we'll pack it up immediately for you.
Did you take the mic back? Are you
Yeah,
on
the
mic?
mic's on me.
Oh, okay, never mind.
They can hear me.
By the way, I want you guys to count how many times Jason says, "Shut up, John." That's his normal thing that he likes to do to me. Shut up, John.
Heard Michael just keeps repeating vacations are overrated. That's what he keeps telling his wife.
This was another
He's gonna
Koa
buy
back
guitars
inside
instead.
12 fret, except you did a cedar top on this one, correct?
That's actually Tasmanian blackwood.
See, all I'm really here to do is to try to make me wrong on this. No,
We should-
no, it's
I mean-
actually Tasmanian blackwood. It looks like Koa, but it is not.
Do any of you guys want this mic and you can just correct it on all the
Correct.
time?
This is- You guys can say, "Shut up, John." Also gorgeous. Paduke binding.
Yes.
Did I remember?
Yep,
Cedar top.
yep.
These are all custom shop guitars, by the way. That's super, super cool. Gold tuners, Waverly tuners on this.
Is it true that they make Paduke? Do they grow at Paduke and Paducah?
That is actually where it's from. Paducah. You're right. Also warm, very comfortable, easy to play. Yeah. We're just gonna keep going through all kinds of cool guitars here while we're here. What else did we have picked that is for sure coming that I haven't talked about yet from the stuff we picked yesterday?
Well, you can talk about the walnut stuff.
Yep, we got a couple of cool pieces if you want to hand me one of those. You don't have to go anywhere, you're fine. These are cool. Walnut backsides. This is black walnut.
Yes,
I remembered something.
yes.
These are custom shop guitars that are really, really nice as well. We've got a set of these making their way in maple bound, Sitka spruce tops on these. Really nice, and again, an affordable option too from the custom shop. So you get a one of a kind. These are limited to certain dealers who have come here, and that's it, right? That's the only people that will have access to this variation of these guitars is people who have come in and done this custom shop experience. And believe it or not, they let us be one of those people. That's really strange, but it's absolutely killer guitar done in an OM. This one is an OM, not a triple O. Okay, and a dreadnought too. So we've got those working their way in. That's $39.99. What?
Are
That's
you out of your
crazy.
mind?
That's nuts. So they custom shop guitar. Again, that's what we were saying. We've got those coming in. And here's the dreadnought. to be $39.99, and you get a custom shop. Can you see the label on the inside? So you get a custom shop tag on the inside of
really.
there. Okay.
Quit moving. Okay.
Huh?
You
They got a bit of
compression going.
compression.
The audio's fine.
They're
We're gonna
trying
try
to,
to get to.
fix, maybe get you
I
better
started out with
speed.
5G ultra wide, and now I'm on LTE.
Oh, is that how it works?
But we still have 180 people watching, and only 16 likes,
one did I
guys.
miss?
Fix this.
Top back and side, display mahogany. Right in front, yep.
This guy right here? All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Now this one is a triple O, not an OM.
This one is.
I am just wrong. Okay, this is another OM. It's okay. All mahogany, absolutely gorgeous too. Look at the figure in this. It's a figured mahogany back set. Look at that, beautiful.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to get Wi-Fi for you guys here.
There's a guest network. I don't know.
We'll see if we can get in on that and see if that helps you guys. Figure top and back, mahogany OM does have the abalone rosette, maple bound as well. Another really, really nice guitar. All right, so you ready to talk about some of the wood sets that we got coming and some of the ideas that we've got coming in? Yes, no? Maybe?
Sure, I don't know.
All right.
Sorry, I was
Maybe.
reading comments and trying to catch up.
This is something really special. So Jimmy's here. He's been helping me configure stuff from the custom shop. This is Cocobolo, and we're going to do something really, really special. It was told today as when we looked at the super special Coco. Isn't that what they called it? Super special Cocobolo? Yeah, super special Cocobolo. Again, if we disconnect, let me know. I think, aren't we actually going to put that on? Can we put that on the actual label? Super special Cocobolo? They're getting you guys set up, so if we do get a glitch on Wi-Fi, Califragilis, everybody's trying to. Guys, I'm
I think
serious.
we're still connected, I believe, so we should be good.
There has been no drinking so far this afternoon. At least I can say that on our side of the table.
Hey, Elle
These
was-
guys have left
Elle-
multiple times, so I don't know.
Elle was right there with you guys, expialidocious, right here. She
So,
gets it.
We put some naphtha on this, and yes, there's this crazy yellow that's going on. This is Cocobolo, by the way, but when we did, it brought out some of the purples and some of the colors that were in here that was just absolutely stunning. So I had ideas of what I thought that it should be, and the team over here had different ideas of what we thought it should be, and we came to a conclusion that we both agreed was the actual best idea. We're going to be building an M body very similar to what we talked about with Thomas on the CEO 11, same body shape, but we're going to be doing this out of this. And then did we have that top that was in here? Did we bring those up here? Oh, you got to see this. We found some Engelmann bear claw tops to go along with this. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So right now me and Jimmy are working on this guitar. Number one, and we're coming up with the designs of this. Again, I love, you guys know me, I don't like blinging everything else, but I do like adding a little bit every once in a while in order to bring out the colors. And this is what we were talking about. We're trying to figure out the right, that is Addy. But anyway, we're looking at appointments to bring this out. They'll have a little bit of flash, but not crazy amounts. And that toasted burst is one where we talked about this. We're not sure, me and Jimmy aren't quite positive if that's going to work. Yeah, might be able to get it into the light just right. You tell me. Try. We're going to get some light. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that brings it out more. This top is amazingly bear claw and an Engelmann top, and we're going to pair that there. So you're going to have a M body with this incredible. And by the way, this particular set was just, to me, there's other ones that are going to be in the lineup of this Cocobolo, but I fell in love with this one because it has so much variance in colors, and yeah, I think it's going to be stunning. So we're working on the appointments for this. You asked about more toasted burst. That's where we originally started, but we're not sure yet. We're looking at a couple options for the right burst to see if it's going to go with that back inside yet. What else do we have? Are these?
Here, I'm going to give you the mic so you guys can discuss
All right.
this stuff.
Because you're not going to want to yell at me, so
Well, I mean,
you can clip this to yourself anywhere you want to be. So Jimmy, we're going to talk about some of these sets. Are these the sets that we were just doing the These were the dreads that we were going to do the CW styles with, right?
treatment,
Yeah. All right. So me and Jimmy were working on bringing back another Clarence White style guitar, bringing back the Clarence White, except not really. And then we've done a couple little add-ons that weren't in the original. I can't say it. CW style. You guys know I love the dreads with the large sound hole. It's a passion, obviously. Both of those two musicians are my personal heroes, both Clarence and Tony. And there's a few appointments that I wanted to make sure we got in these. We're going to do these out of, gosh, why I keep doing this, the same rosewood. Guatemalan rosewood.
Yep.
Hit me this time. But we found some gorgeous sets. This is a dreadnought set that we're going to build one of them out of. And again, when we put the naphtha on it, the dark colors just came out and it looked great. And then this one also just came in. So you're going to see two of these done in that style. We added a few extra things that's going to kind of bring in more. We added. One of the ones I'm most proud of is this stamp in the back of the peg head. The original 1935 that was done had the Martin stamp in the back of the peg head. It was something that was missed on the original Martin version, but on these custom shop ones, we're going to bring it back. So that's going to be really, really cool. I'm excited to do that.
You want to show them the sample?
Sure, we're going to do this. So we also found and rated the Sinker mahogany ones. You guys know this stuff's starting to get really, really scarce. A lot of builders don't have them, but there was actually some pieces in here, and the sets that we found were absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to be doing some very pre-war style, but we were going back and forth. We didn't throw every option at these. We're trying to keep them affordable. In fact, both of these guitars are going to fall underneath the 9 mark, which is pretty impressive for Sinker mahogany, and doing all the addy tops and add-ons that we want to do. So they're very vintage inspired, yet you guys know when we do custom shop stuff, it's usually hot rodded versions of traditional guitars that we do. Now, obviously that Cocobolo M, not going to be a hot rodded, it's just going to be gorgeous and it's going to sound amazing, and I know that. But in this particular case, we're just kind of getting you the most bang for your buck out of these guitars, and that's what we did. We didn't throw everything on them, but we took all the really important ones and really kind of went at those. So, any questions so far? No?
No, Elle said, she said, I'll take it. I'm not sure which one she's taking.
You might want to clarify with me.
She says, I'll take it. What am I saying? She says Guatemalan with rosewood, England barrack cloth spruce top, with shine. I'm not sure if that's the one she's buying.
Hugh said he's starting a plantation. He wants to grow his own.
Where's he at again?
Over in,
Anyway, Shu is on every one of our Wednesday lives that we've ever done. We always, in case you guys don't know, we do a Wednesday, we call it Shop Talk. We weren't going to do it this week. And usually it's the three of us. We just do requests. We play whatever people want to hear, and we answer questions about guitars. Shu comes on all the time. We forget what country he's on, but he's the guy who asks for Jingle Bells every single live stream, and he got it today. So I guess everybody expected it.
Tex wants to know which woods I selected, but before that, Jesse Davis wants to know about the brown guitar that's behind you, and this is one.
Steve, our rep he's convinced we're going to take this one, and we may still do this. He's been selling. Now, remind me, some Pomele Sapele. Absolutely gorgeous. This one's in a what body shape?
Looks good on.
That's a Grand Performance.
Grand Performance.
Sure looks good on camera.
It does, and it sounds great too. It really does.
Really
This
nice,
is
really nice flame maple bindings.
Yep, flame maple binding, matching back and top set. This was an 1 3/4 as well. I can feel. I'm pretty certain. Am I wrong? Huh?
You gotta play some.
All right. Steve's convinced this is the guitar. He hit me up again at dinner. I was like, how many guitars can we buy? And Steve's like, all of them.
Joe wants to know where Andy Rondak is.
Every live stream, Andy Rondak has been showing up at all of the guitar shows lately. It's he's a big giant fixture, Andy Rondak. You know what I like about this? there's a chair next to it. That's what I like about it.
On the camera, it's coming out a little bit browner than it is in this.
Jeremy, by the way, has already been trying to limit my budget. We've already pulled so many wood sets and things that we haven't even got to yet. But there you go, absolutely stunning guitar as well. I can't take them all. I can't.
We wish Jonas was here too, Jonas.
Is Jonas?
I wish Jonas was there so he could play some cool Martin.
So Jonas, for you guys, is one of my sales guys. He is a Martin fanatic. Jonas, we're looking at those builds that me and you talked about. We are, in fact, those sinker ones are kind of in that realm. We're going to be building some 18s. We went through some of those builds as well. It's going to be fun. We got some really cool ones. Here's something that's really cool we want to talk
How
about.
many of you tax 170 watching and only 29 likes?
Yeah, what's the matter with you people?
Catman.
Kathmandu, Nepal.
You're right, Nepal.
Yeah, Jeremy is right. All right, so you guys, not everybody knows we have this. It's an 1897 style 17. We're having it measured. I think it's a size 1, but it could be a size 2 or a size 0.
That's one.
Huh?
I think everybody's agreed it's one.
It's a 1. All right, so we have this guitar. We brought it up here. This is our guitar from the acoustic shop. We are working with the custom shop, and one of the stories we're going to be doing is doing an inspired by this guitar.
Corey's on here now too.
Corey, too,
He
yeah.
said, hey, I shipped that guitar.
Nobody is working right now at the acoustic shop. Everybody is watching the live.
Corey, guess what? It arrived a day late.
Yeah, it literally arrived. It was supposed to be here first thing yesterday morning. Got here at 11 o'clock today. We're leaving tomorrow, so it barely made it. But we are working on a guitar inspired by this. It will be a size 2 because that's the mold that they have in here. But we're going to bring back a lot of the properties of this guitar. And it's cool because we brought it home. We're going to probably bring it over to the original workshop today, which will be home, right? This is... Yeah, Chris did. Chris came in here and we showed it to him. Chris Martin looked at this and he said, unfortunately, this guitar has been recalled and we will have to issue you another one. He tried to keep it. It was ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But we have it here. We have it in its coffin case. Absolutely cool. So we're working on this one as a project too. For those that don't know, this one's marked C.F. Martin, New York. It's in the center strip. As well as on the back of the headstock. Are you going to be able to get it?
Oh, you're moving. Stop moving.
I can't help it. I'm old and I don't move. I can't stay still. Anyway, super cool guitar. We're going to be doing it inspired by, get as close as we can. Also, not trying to get an exact replica, but we're going to try to get a new kind of inspired by, like I said, variation of this guitar. And I think it's cool to have it in here.
Joe wants to know, is it possible to make a whole guitar from spruce, and would it sound good?
I don't, has anybody tried it? Yes, you have.
Well, personally, I have not, but I know Martin has, and there was some of us, I was a part of the group that didn't like it. Okay? There was a group of my fellow employees that really loved it. So I think it was what our ears were hearing at the time and how much sleep we got the night before when we listened that day. But I personally didn't like it, but we did build it out of spruce.
An entire guitar out of spruce. So it's been done. Martin Team's probably tried everything.
The spruce goose.
I was going to say, if you didn't call it the spruce goose, I would be, that's pretty amazing. It would be, guys, it's the perfect guitar for Corey. Corey is the goose, everybody. That's what his nickname is. He should have an entirely spruce guitar.
Somehow the spruce goose never made it off the ground.
No, it did not make it off the ground. I hear you, Jer.
Got a question. on that
Horrible
inspired
jokes.
by, will it have a New York label? I don't think they have.
You guys don't have a stamp to say New York.
I don't think they would do that.
But we will stamp it in the back. They do have a Nazareth stamp, and we will be definitely stamping that guitar. I will stamp it. You guys got the hammer and the stamp that I can just knock it? Guys, you got to see this. You have to see this neck that I did. This is actually going to be one of their new neck profiles. It's really smooth.
It's called the multiple compound flat radius.
It's got so much angles in this thing. I mean, it's got a. Here's the deal. Not everybody likes every neck, but there's a spot on this neck for everyone. You don't understand. The way I built this neck, there's a spot on here that you're going to love. There's a lot more spots that you won't, but there is a spot on here that you're going to love. And I think they've decided to tie this into the production lines of this. Anyway, go ahead, Tex. Had a question?
Will Mark be making the Cherry Hill with sycamore top in the triple O size?
Will you be making the Cherry Hill?
We can custom shop, but we have discontinued those models.
Those models have been discontinued, is what I've been told over here, but we could build one as a custom shop. So, he's asked about that before, Tex. Get with me, I'll get with these guys, we'll try to build that out and see what it would look like to get it done. This is a fun part for us. We have not done any custom shop guitars yet because you guys know, we've been full on. As soon as we became dealers, we've been just going and we got all kinds of stuff happening. We keep talking about it. Me and Jimmy have got together twice now before this, and we've talked about what we were gonna do. We haven't actually done it, so that's what this week was. This is gonna get us into the full swing. There are so many guitars. If everything goes into build, which Jeremy's probably gonna shut down half of these, but if it was going build, there's 20 some odd guitars coming in custom shop builds that are gonna work their way into the shop.
Made is if Elle and everybody else starts ordering.
Starts ordering. Text, yeah. You get in here, help me get this done. We're gonna be doing a lot more. I know this is, you guys know this is my passion. I love working with guitar companies and building and designing different guitars and things that we do. That's what we've been doing for the past, 8-9 years pretty much regularly. We just obviously didn't do it with Martin, and I'm learning the process here. It is its own process. We're working on what can be done, what can't be done, and then I'm pushing them even further. And they hate me here, but I got my ideas, and they go no, and then I say, but please, and they still say no. It's right? That's how it's been going. I'm not making it up. But please.
Joe's got a question.
Go, Joe.
They also have Zircote to make guitars, and how much upcharge would it be on a D21 style?
A upcharge. Do we have a retail upcharge of what Zircote back and sides on a 21 would be? Would we be able to look that up? If we can't do it right now, here's what I would say. Let's get that to me and I can get a quote from these guys and we can go at it. There are so many options. One we didn't look at today that I wanted to see about a possible doing was the Pale Moon. And did you say you do or don't have any of those in backs and sides?
Currently, the backs and sides aren't currently processed.
But it is coming?
Because we still have the number and inspect and then match up the sides to the backs.
We may look at doing one of those because I know that's a specialty piece that I could see us doing a guitar out of those. So keep me updated on what those are.
Available, we'll send you a gallery and you can choose a set.
That works. So we may be doing that. In case you guys, do you have those the fretboard that I can show the folks what it looks like?
Yeah.
I want to show that because that stuff is really, really cool. And so yeah, Zircote is also absolutely gorgeous too. But this is becoming a really popular thing that I'm seeing on a lot of high-end builds.
Elle wants to know about moon spruce. I don't think they're doing these.
Yes, we have moon spruce. We were looking at some of it
Yep.
today. Yeah. So yes, we can
And
get that
also,
done.
John Washburn, funny you should mention this. Will they build one with John's face on it? You're just
So
looking
we
at
talked
it.
about this. It is possible. And we talked
They're
about
not
the
gonna do it,
probability.
but
They
it's
may
possible.
not. It is possible. We actually did a print yesterday of, I did one. I got to get this one done.
Through the actual Mary machine.
Mamaki.
They were doing a test run on the new colors. They changed out something.
And we did a whole story. We did a whole story on this. You guys are going to get to see how the street legends were built, what they're about. It was really cool. We did some cool stuff in the museum yesterday. There is so much cool content that you guys are going to fall in love with. We got to be with the actual developers of a lot of projects that are out there that you guys have been asking questions about. We asked even more questions, and they had great answers and plus some really cool ones. So this is Pale Moon Ebony. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got it right. I have been seeing a lot of this as backs and side sets as well. It looks gorgeous, obviously, in bridge and fretboard as it does, you can see here. But really, really great tone wood, and they said that they got some in, so we're going to talk about possibly doing something unique and special with this. Again, I don't see it being a D28, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Elle wants, I would like the first lines of the lyrics to the weight on my custom shop label.
On the label? Do you guys customize the labels? So we can do customized labels? Look at this. We just found it out. Elle, give me a call. We're going to do it. We can make it happen. So that would be really, really cool. Would we get in trouble for copyright? Yeah. All right. Can't do the lyrics. Sorry.
Well, we'll leave a spot for her to write it in.
Yep, we're going to kind of wind this down unless there's any other questions. Again, so many cool guitars. If there was something that you saw in here that you absolutely loved, please give us a call. The guys may or may not know an answer to it, but they will get with us and we will have answers for you as quick as possible. We can reserve any of the stuff. The sinker, we've got 2 of those coming that I know we may have more, but 2 of them in build right now. There's some great Addy tops that we pulled aside. Gosh, we got some really cool stuff.
She says she just wants pulled into Nazareth.
Pulled into Nazareth. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be tough too. But anyway, I have had a great time with you. I want to thank Thomas for coming up and hanging out with this entire custom shop crew and Steve. Less Steve. Not so much Steve. He's like, whatever. He is taking us to Starbucks every day. No, I'm trying to establish a great relationship. This is how we do this, right? We've had a wonderful time. No, seriously. And I said this earlier. I mean it. This has probably been one of the greatest experiences. You guys know I'm a huge Martin fan, have been forever. We've talked about really cool projects that we're going to do in the future as well. We started with this inspired one. They've treated us wonderful. It's been great the whole time. The FAA was less nice with their Newark time frame. We got held up about 2 hours. Tomorrow we're flying back. It's probably going to be 6 hours later than normal, but it'll be all right.
We'll get home eventually.
We'll get home eventually. Thank you guys so much for being with us on this live. We will see you. We get back on Friday. There's a good chance. I know there's a very good chance we're doing a huge open box on Friday with some very cool guitars that you guys have been waiting on. I know that's happening unless it doesn't show up, but I was told it's supposed to be there, so we're probably going to be doing a live unboxing on Friday, and that stuff's going to disappear extremely fast, so get ready for it. Anyway, bye guys. Hope you had fun. If you didn't, sorry.